going to be an impactful day. I don't know how your Christmas has been, but I'm sure that God has made sure, God has put it in the minds of people to make sure that today is going to be a wonderful day. I mean, and if today you didn't get to eat cake, anyway, it's not your birthday, it's Jesus' birthday. You have to relax, okay? Just in case you're just tuning in, this is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. My name is Tracy, and one more time, Merry Christmas to you. I want to do a little birthday shout out to my friends, Aaron and to Princess Wachiku. Happy birthday to the both of you. I wish you God's love, and I pray that you grow into the knowledge and the understanding of the calling of God on your life. Okay. I also want to do a fantastic shout out. Someone might have asked me like, so why are you so excited? I walked into the studio. I was just bouncing. Everybody was going, Tracy, what's wrong? Tracy, what's wrong? See. Let me explain something to you. There's nothing we do today that we take away one drop of my happiness, no matter the amount of complaint. Even though we're about to do Prosumers Forum, which is filled with complaint, but not to worry. Today is solid. It's solid for me. Back to back, a lot of things have just happened today to let me know that, and for me to remind you that you are constantly in God's plan. Just in case, it doesn't feel like it doesn't look like it, you weren't able to get the money to buy rice, to buy chicken, to buy turkey, or you couldn't buy the best clothes for your children, you weren't able to achieve that you think you want to achieve. First of all, the year is not over, so don't give up. And secondly, God is deliberate about you. God is uniquely interested in your matter. So, see, as long as you just believe and know that He's not about to forsake you, not for anything, you're going to have a fantastic 2017, and it will blossom into a wonderful 2018. So, very big surprise already earlier this week. My younger brother, my direct younger brother, who is a microbiologist and a biotechnologist, came back from New York. I was so surprised because I wasn't expecting it. We're still reeling through all that joy from him coming back. And then I went out with my mother for one needs assessment in the field. And when I got back, we were already just talking about my last born and whether he was going to come in and all that. It was such a mind-blowing experience for my mother and I to walk in and just see my last born. And trust me, everybody was just laughing, joking. Christmas is fun. Christmas is exciting. So I want to do a big shout out to my family. I mean, I've been doing big shout outs to you. You calm down. You stop raising your hand. It's not your own. It's my own family. So a big shout out to my mom, Mrs. Chinedu Okoro. Thank you so much for being a fantastic and a wonderful mother, for giving birth to children and raising generations of men and women who love God, who are out there to change things in the country. I want to do a big shout out to my father, Elder Emma Okoro. I know you have always been hearing about him from Ordinary President. Yes, thank you, Daddy, for being a strong father and being a strong mentor. Thank you to my older sister, my older brother. Thank you to, I used to call him the evangelist Michael, but he's the one who's the microbiologist. From the time he was growing up, he's always been so scientifically driven, wanting to find things, and also thank God that his core is hidden in God. So that's a beautiful thing. Thank you for everything that you have done for our family and for the country at large. Also the co-founder of Yowi Madi. So it's a great foundation that's coming right up. I also want to do a big shout out to my younger brother Solomon. Thank you so much for all that you are to me and you are to the world. And finally, my last born. Thank you so much, Alex Emenikilkuru, for the amount of love that you show to our family, for the amount of temperance, for the grace, for the strength that you show in certain situations. Thank you so much. This is my own special way of saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? All right, so out with that, in with the main program. Just in case you're tuning in, don't worry, I'm not turning this show into another thing. It is time for Prosumers Forum. And in case you're wondering, Prosumers Forum is that particular program that has created a platform where you and I can get to talk about the producer and the manufacturer and the goods and services. Also, it gives us an opportunity to take a look at goods and services and wonder if they are up to standard or if they're not up to standard. And today we're talking about charitable fraud. It sounds like an oxymoron, right? Charity and then fraud. Well, a lot of people this time of the year have been victims of fraud. We are in the season of giving, and a lot of people are saying, you know what, we too, we're doing this giving thing. Send these monies to this account number. If you want to be a part of this, send this, and they have been scamming people. So some people have just been sending donations, and at the end of the day, you find out that it's one Chukuma Okeke in one village in Omoji that has that account number. There's nothing like a Give a Life Foundation. No, no, no. It's Chukuma that formed that in. And so we're trying to figure out, how rampant these things are, and how we can be very careful and cautious about these kind of services. They start out as charity, but then they end up very fraudulent. A lot of people have lost their money, have lost donations, and have lost trust in charity just because of these kind of people. I'm going to take a short break, and when I do come back, we'll delve right into this issue. But one more time, Merry Christmas to you and yours. I pray that you have a fantastic and a wonderful day. Do stay tuned.
Are you looking for a stimulating working environment with exciting projects and an amazing 100,000 naira salary? For full details on how to apply, visit www.mylearningacademy.com and check the announcement page for more details. My Learning Academy, your reliable online learning educational partner. www.mylearningacademy.com.
This is Human Rights Radio 101.1. Redefining broadcasting.
.1 FM, and this is still Presume is Forum. So today, like I said earlier, we're talking about charity fraud. Charity fraud is the act of using deception to get money from people who believe that they are making donations to charities. Often, a person or a group of people will make material representations that they are a charity or part of a charity and ask prospective donors for contributions to the non-existent charity. Simply put, people will just, formulate some form of charity name or some form of donation group and just say, oh, this blind person needs to go for surgery. Please, the Give Hope Foundation wants to take the person to surgery. The surgery costs 20 million. Give Hope Foundation has gotten 5 million. Please, I'm begging Nigerians to help. And because Nigerians are very good people, very, very wonderful people, they will just keep donating, keep giving. At the end of the day, the person will close business and run away. And someone asked me a question, does it mean that, Nigerians should stop giving to charities? No. I know that there's this hashtag Give Challenge that has been going on. And I was watching it with my mom, and we literally cried looking at it, that as far as you can look and see people, now Nigeria is one country that rarely gives up hope. No matter how bad the situation looks like, no matter how terrible the situation seems, Nigerians will always find a way. So I saw different Nigerians going around helping people, homeless people, widows, women that are selling things on the roadside, different villages, going about. It wasn't so much money. They were like from 500 to 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000. People were out there giving in a situation where, in a country where we're saying, things are so terrible, things are so bad, But Nigerians are still going around giving, which that's why I will not pray to be from another country. I will always pray to be a Nigerian, because we have heart, we have soul, we are bigger than the situation. We rise. Sometimes we can, analysts or critics might say that, Nigerians, their greatest problem is because they always find a way to survive. They settle for, no matter how bad the situation is, they stretch and adapt. But I will tell you that is one of our greatest strengths. That's why no matter what, no country has been able to, push us out of oblivion, because we rise to the occasion. No matter how bad the situation gets, we rise to the occasion. We will always find a way out. We stick to our guns and say, you know what, this situation is not going to take me down. So this is why, as much as, we can tell people to be cautious, we're not also saying that you shouldn't give to charities, because this is another way of showing to people that there truly is God by loving them, by showing them love, So I'm going to open the phone lines, and if you have been a victim of charity fraud, maybe you send donations, gifts, food items to an organization that at the end of the day, if you found out that it was fraudulent, please pick up the phone and call me 081 8999 1011. I'll take the number again, 081 8999 1011. Pick up that phone and call me, and let's talk about this charity fraud. If you have been a victim, let's know what is going on, how it happened, or probably if you had your own personal experience and you would like to share with us how it happened, just so that we can learn from this and and not be victims of this. I'll take the number one more time, but before I take that number again, remember that you can follow us on our Facebook at Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM and on Twitter at H Rights Radio. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm very fine, sir. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Yeah, the same to you, my sister. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. What's your name?
Chief Amanda, I'm calling from there.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. Talk to me.
Okay. These people that will be carrying that, going along the street, going everywhere, inside the market, everywhere. They will be saying they are from motherless babies. They will be soliciting for arms.
That's true.
When
That's
you
true.
give them money,
That's true.
when you give them money now, they will not ask you to find somewhere. Sometimes you will not write. Sometimes they will not ask you to write. They will be going around. But I found out that the money is not getting to the place that they're asking the money for. I see that thing as a personal business.
Yes.
So I don't know, but formally I've been giving. But at the time when they come to me, I will say I better go to the motherless babies and give them that money.
By yourself.
So that is what I have, what you are saying. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
All right, Sam. All right, keep the calls coming in. Have you been a victim of fraud, or have you seen it? Just like Chief said, it goes beyond, the people that open this foundation. People actually go out. You see them in the market. They are going around with that tag, and they're saying, "Oh, help me! I'm blind. Please help me." And because human beings were easily touched by these things, we'll just go ahead and we'll give money. I know some people also, they do move around. They find people who are physically disabled, maybe people that have tumors, goiters, malformations, and they bring them and they use them to beg. They use them to collect money from unsuspecting Nigerians. And these monies, they say, they want to raise money for surgery. But we are here. We've still not seen the one that actually did the surgery. If you have any of the stories, pick up the line and talk to us. 081 89 99 1011. 081 89 99 1011. Pick up the phone and call, and let's talk about it. What do you think the government should even do in this situation? I remember when we first came to Abuja newly, the government was very active in making sure that it cleaned the streets of hawkers and beggars and all that. Well, at some point, people did complain and say, well, they have their place in the street and all that. But then the government said, well, we don't know which ones are right and which ones are not true. Hello?
Hello?
Can you reduce the volume of your radio set?
Okay.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Merry Christmas to you. What's your name?
My name is Favor.
Favor, Merry Christmas to you.
I wish you the same.
Thank you so much. All right, talk to me.
I've witnessed it when I was in Wuse Market. There's one particular girl that they used to carry about 10 years ago. Now I'm not more in Wuse. About last year, I saw them with that particular girl again, begging. They used to take that girl to all the streets in Abuja, begging for money for study.
Hello? Hello, Favor? Hello? Wow. Favor, we lost that call. Do try to call us back and continue that conversation. That was actually very interesting. I wanted to hear the end of that story. But also pick up the phone and let us know what is the solution to this. How do we, stay cautious and not become victims of these frauds, fraudulent fraudulent channels. Most times most times it's not just fictitious charities, also deceitful business acts. That's accepting donations and not using the money for its intended purposes. Just like the callers have said, you see how they take these people who have facial malformations or something on the part of their body, and they're parading them around the town. Most time, what they just do is they feed these people, and then they keep parading them, using them to collect money, and then at the end of the day, nothing actually gets done for these people. Nothing, not one thing gets done for these people. So keep the calls coming in. We'll be playing music just as we are talking. Every time the call comes in, we will take the call. Hello? Hello? Yes, hi. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon, ma. What's your name? Merry Christmas.
Hello?
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
What's your name? Okay, let's go right ahead and listen to music. This is Seal with Kiss from a Rose. When we come back, we'll take more of your calls and more of your messages. Do stay tuned.
On the sea, you became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains a drug that's the high and not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen? A man can tell me so much, he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. To me, you're like a grown addiction that I can't deny. Won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can't be seen? So much a man can tell me, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. To me, you're like a grown addiction that I can't deny. Now won't you tell me?
All right, and welcome back to Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. That was a Seal with Kiss from a Rose. I remember growing up listening to these songs, seeing my dad and my mom dance to this song, and I was saying, me too, when I grew up, I'll dance to this song. Me too. I was just telling myself, like I would just say, when I grew up, I mean, I'm grown now, I'm still not dancing this song. Don't worry, when I get married, I will also dance the song. Do you understand? When I give birth to the children, I will dance the song. When I get old, I will dance the song. we'll keep dancing the song. You know, you too can dance the song. But it's been a wonderful time. We've been talking about charity fraud. I have some messages right here. This is Didi. Didi said, I think the government should do something about this charitable fraud. They are not nice for the society. All right, Didi, thank you so much for that message. I also have, I think this is John. I think this is John. John says it's not for the government, it's for people to, it's not for the government, it's for people to look after them and love them. Okay. Are you saying we should look after the frauds and love them, or what are you trying to say here, John? Okay. The next message is okay. I don't have a number, but the person says that it's for us to be cautious and to ask questions before we go into any transaction. Okay, for us to be very cautious. That's a good advice right there. Before you go into any charity or before you donate anything, you know, do ask questions and know who is behind it, and find out what more details before you actually go and commit and put money in right there. Bright Olu says, be careful to look before you leap. Okay. Same thing that the other person was saying. We need to be very cautious. We need to be very careful. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, some people say that they are representing welfare in churches and mosques, but it actually doesn't go for any welfare. It goes to their pocket. Okay, that's another angle too. You go to different organizations and they're saying, you know, let's raise money together for welfare, for the staff, for people around. And then at the end of the day, there's really nothing that they want to give to these people. They still just take it by themselves. I know of a company that did, you know, raise money for welfare of the community where they were actually operating on. And then at the end of the day, they actually didn't share it. They shared it within themselves. Just in case you're still tuned in to us, you're listening, this is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is still Prosumers Forum. We'll go for a short break. When we come back, we'll keep talking, keep the messages coming in. On Facebook, it is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And on Twitter, it is at HRights Radio. And also remember, you can also send a text message to 081 8999 1011 to stay tuned.